Joining me now with his take on the debt ceiling disaster, Representative for Arizona's 5th Congressional District, Congressman Andy Biggs. Thank you so much for being back with us. It's great to have you.
Thanks, Allison. Good to be with you.
So, Congressman, what are your thoughts on this latest gaffe? Does this just demonstrate yet again, unfortunately, that this man is not fit to be president? I mean, what other leaders are having issues at this rate?
Well, Allison, I'll be honest with you. I kind of feel sorry for the guy because, and I blame the people that surround him because they keep putting him out there when he shouldn't be going out in public situations. I don't think he can handle it, and I feel sorry for him to a certain extent. And I don't wish him that he gets hurt or anything like that. But this is what I would say. I'm going to paraphrase what one of my colleagues said earlier this week. This is the guy that manipulated the House Speaker to give them this incredible deal that's bad for America, that gives the Democrats everything they want. I mean, really? That's the guy?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And going off of that, I know you have a lot to say about this debt ceiling deal. Can you go into detail about how this truly does send America into economic demise?
Yeah, so the first thing that's massive is they didn't just raise the debt ceiling like if you have a credit card and you had 5,000 limit and they raised it to 7,500, now you have a new limit. That's not what happened here. What happened here is they took off the limit. There is no limit till January 1st, 2025, none at all. So, and there's no constraint. There's nothing that ties it to the spending levels necessarily either. So that's a massive thing. And so you're on the same path that we've been on, which is a structural deficit, a spending deficit. Every month you're going to spend $100 billion more than you bring in. And we anticipate that you're going to add $4 trillion or so to the national debt within 20 months. And so you're on a trajectory to take us to $55 trillion or so in national debt in the next 10 years. That's unsustainable. And also, when you continue that kind of, allow that kind of devaluation of your currency, you actually continue to fuel inflation, which is a hidden tax upon every American, but it affects really the middle and the lower income people more than it does upper income people. So it's a terrible economic deal. I mean, Allison, you go into it, you're going to get the IRS agents. They're going to come out. They're still going to hire them. They're just not going to hire 87,000. Maybe they're hiring 85,500. That's what they're doing, and that's still going to happen. They've given all kinds of crazy things. They said that they've frozen the spending for 2 years, but the level they were supposed to freeze at was 2022. They didn't freeze right there. They're above 2022, and then they claim that they're going to have all these cuts because there's targets in there, Allison. At some point in the beginning 3 years from now, there'll be targets not to increase spending more than 1% per year. But guess what? Congress never follows those targets. Any observer knows that. And so it's all smoke and mirrors. They say they rescinded money, but $22.8 billion of the 28 they rescinded is actually going to be parked in the Department of Commerce, Allison, for Pete's sakes, to actually get around the caps for the first 2 years.
It is just an absolute nightmare. Another piece of this puzzle is the fact that Biden also promised student debt relief for millions of Americans, but apparently payments will resume after August. Will Biden ever be able to fulfill the promise of student debt forgiveness?
Well, it's unconstitutional, okay, Allison? That's the bottom line. And so we got nothing out of it because we all anticipate the Supreme Court's going to say, hey, you don't have constitutional authority to do that. Even the Democrats believe that there's no constitutional authority to do that. So, yeah, I mean, there's not going to be this debt relief for students for very much longer, but the reality is we got nothing out of that. In fact, CBO didn't even score that as a victory for us.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.